Brief description on GST. GST stands for Goods and Services Tax. GST is to be paid by the supplier of goods and/or services. GST is a destination-based tax on consumption of goods and services. GST is an amalgamation of large number of central and state taxes into a single tax. GST Act consists of CGST, IGST, UTGST, GST Compensation to States Act and 101 Constitution Amendment Act 2016. IGST equals CGST plus SGST or UTGST. GST is basically applicable on supply of goods or services as against the earlier concept of tax on manufacture of goods or sale of goods or on provision of services. Supply in general means to provide or furnish something to someone, which could be a product or service when wanted or needed. More importantly, GST attracts only when there is a supply of goods or services or both. Supply includes all forms of supply of goods and/or services such as sale, transfer, barter, exchange, license, rental, lease or disposal made or agreed to be made for a consideration by a person in the course of furtherance of business. Goods can be said as a commodity or a product which is tangible, can be stored and can satisfy a human want or need. Goods means every kind of movable property other than money and securities but includes actionable claim, growing crops, grass and things attached to or forming part of the land which are agreed to be severed before supply or under a contract of supply. Service in general means is an act of helping others or doing work for someone. It is type of economic activity which is intangible and cannot be stored. A service can also be called as a transaction wherein no physical goods are transferred from the seller to the buyer. Services means anything other than goods, money and securities but includes activities relating to the use of money or its conversion by cash or by any other mode, from one form, currency or denomination, to another form, currency or denomination for which a separate consideration is charged. GST replaced the following taxes of center and states, subsumed or amalgamation of various taxes into one. Center. Central excise duty. Additional duties of excise textiles. Additional duties of customs, CVD. Special additional duty of customs, SAD. Duties of excise, medicinal and toilet preparations. Additional duties of excise, goods of special importance. Service tax. Central surcharges and cesses, relating to goods and services. States. State VAT. Central sales tax. Entry tax, luxury tax and octroi. Entertainment and amusement tax. Taxes on lotteries, betting, gambling. Taxes on advertisements. Purchase tax. State surcharges and cesses, relating to goods and services. For further details refer the GST Act.